beautiful. Welcome to day one of the Rock Your Closet Challenge. I'm Suzanna Kaye, and I'm so excited that you're here. Today, we start organizing our nastiest closet in the house, usually our clothing closet. So for the next 7 days, we will be working on organizing our closet from start to finish, breaking it down into smaller steps over the 7 days. Today, our goal was to take out anything that does not belong in the closet. So that would be trash, items that we just kind of shoved there, and to do the laundry. So at least get the laundry started. You don't have to put it all away. We just want as many of the clothes possible that you're actively wearing clean, so that way they can be part of the decision-making process and be put away as you get your closet nice and settled. Are you ready for this? Awesome. Really quickly, I see Karen says, good afternoon. Thank you for the golden ticket. You're so welcome. Karen has been such an amazing part of the Facebook community and so active and sharing a lot. So she got a golden ticket, which is a free spot to an upcoming webinar. And you're so welcome, Karen. I'm glad that you're here. As you hop in, let me know who you are, where you're joining me from. But as I mentioned, today is day one of the Rock Your Closet Challenge. And we are talking about making the decisions on all of those other things that are in your closet that should not be stored there. So a lot of times we shove things in the closet because that's a really easy space to get them out of sight, so we don't have to deal with them right then, right? But a lot of those items, that means that we're not making a decision on those items. We're just delaying the decision, and it adds to the clutter. So let's talk about some of the decision-making techniques that we can use on some of these other things that clutter up our closet as you pull them out. Really quickly, hi UCF Mom. Great to see you. I'm also in Central Florida. Love it, love it. Welcome. Sue's here from Texas, and Karen says, thank you so much. My laundry is only half a load. That's awesome. That should be super easy for you. I love it. Terry's here. Welcome, Terry. And we've got Southern Oregon Coast is showing up. And hi, lovely Marie. Blessings from Alaska, she says. Good to see you all. Love, love, love it. All right, so making decisions on the items in your closet that you don't want to store there anymore. First off, as you're pulling out everything that should not live in your closet that you can easily identify, any trash, go ahead and throw away your trash. A lot of times, if trash does accumulate in your closet, it's okay to store a small trash can right in your closet. That way, as you cut off clothing tags or little extra strings or anything like that, you can just throw it away right there in the little trash can in your closet, and it's not going to build up all that trash that can easily linger around the closet. Then we often have things like maybe memorabilia that you tuck away in the closet because you've not chosen a specific spot for your memorabilia. If you have memorabilia items just kind of tucked away in your closet without a real plan and you don't want them to stay in your closet, then the goal would be figure out where you do want to store your memorabilia. Maybe it's the top of another closet. It could be in the top of your clothing closet. You just need to be intentional about it and make sure to get a container to keep it nice and safe and protected. So that way it's an intentional storage and not something that's just sort of shoved into an empty space. So for memorabilia, store it where your memorabilia goes or create a memorabilia place. Now, sometimes we tuck things away in spots because they're too hard to put away wherever it is they truly belong. Now, if that's the case, sometimes they're intentionally hard to put away. So for example, a lot of times I have extra hair accessories that, like, I've got my hair straightener. I almost never, actually, I like practically never use my hair straightener. Once in a great while though, I do need to use it. And once in a while, my stepdaughter needs to use it. But I keep it on a very high shelf in my linen closet and a magazine storage holder. So it's not the easiest thing to get in and out of. So sometimes there are times where I would pull it out and use it. And then when it comes time to put it away, I'm human. Sometimes I will just tuck it in an area that's somewhat near where it goes, but it's not actually putting it away because it's too hard. But that's intentionally hard because I rarely use that. So those types of things, just take the time to put them away, but know that you're choosing for those to be hard to put away. Now, if it's something that you use often and it's getting left in various places instead of put where it belongs, and it does have a home, that's when you need to look and see, okay, well, why is it hard to put this away, and can I make it easier? So if I used my hair straightener all the time, but I found that I was not putting it away wherever it belonged, I would need to look at whatever its storage space is and say, okay, is it hard to reach? Is it maybe it's in a container under other containers, so it's not convenient to get into the container? What is the reason that this is hard, and how can I make it easier? So that way you aren't consistently not putting things away. And then the most common reasons, there are two really common reasons that we have things out of place in our closets. One is a temporary hiding space. Either people were coming over and you wanted to make the house look neat, so you tuck things away in the closet. Or if you're a mom, especially, then maybe there's something that you are keeping out of sight of somebody else. Like for us, maybe we're keeping the remote control for my stepdaughter's drone. We're keeping it out of her reach because the drone is not supposed to be flown in the house. And that way we can give it to her when we're able to monitor how she's using it and go out with her. But that way she can't just grab it and use it on her own. So sometimes there is a need for temporary hiding places. Now, when it's a temporary hiding place, just make sure once you're done with that temporary need to pull the items back out. So now my stepdaughter, she is old enough to be able to have the remote control stored with the drone because she knows the rules well enough now and how to use it. So we don't have to worry about that. So that temporary storage is over. That can go back with the drone. If it's something where you were hiding a bunch of things because people were coming over, make sure just pull those things back out and put them away. Just take the time to put them away. So temporary hiding's fine. Just make sure it stays temporary. And those are things you already know the answer to where they go. And then a lot of times things are simply homeless. You don't know where to put them, so you stick them in a closet as a default, so you don't have to make the decision of where their home should be. And if that is the case, then some of the questions that you can ask to figure out what a good home for that item would be is, where do you use the item? So if you often use the item in the kitchen, and then that's probably the area that you should look at finding a storage place for it. And then another question that I love to use is, if you did not know where the item was stored right now, where would you look first? And wherever you would look for that item first, that's probably a great place to store it because that's where your brain's already associating the item as being. So if I were to look for the remote control of the drone, I think, okay, where would I look first? And, of course, first I'd look next to the drone. If I'm trying to hide it from her, then I'd say, okay, well, where would I look second if that first option does not work? Then second, I would think, okay, I would look up high on the high shelf of the closet, and that would be my storage space. So think about where you already associate that item as going, and that's the perfect place to store it. Now, if that area is too full to be able to store it, then you could see if there's an area nearby that would make sense that your brain associates as being similar, or it might just be time to rearrange and purge and maximize the storage in that area so that the item can fit. But those are the main reasons that people generally get things into your closet that don't really belong there. And when you want to get them back out of your closet, then that is kind of the mindset behind how to decide where those things go. So today, for day one, make sure to pull out those things that don't belong in your closet and make the decisions on them. Go ahead and decide where they're going to go. If they're going to go somewhere that is already overstuffed and needs to be organized, it is okay to have temporary storage for these are things to put away when I get that area organized. That's fine because we don't want to take on a million projects all at once. But as long as you've made the decision, then it's much more likely to get put away in the right place at the right time. So make those decisions. Sound good? All right, really quickly, I want to say hi to Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Glad that you're here. And Taz here from New York. Hey, Darlene. Good to see ya. And Lizette. And hi, Lynn. Good to see you, Lynn. I'm so glad that you're all joining me for the challenge. As we go through the week, remember, if you don't complete the task for the day, that's okay. Just try to complete it the next day or over the weekend. Just try to follow along with the tasks and pay attention to what the tasks are and do them as you have a chance to. Because this challenge, all of the videos and the tasks will be available for 1 extra week after the challenge ends for you. So you won't have to worry about trying to rush. Do things one small step at a time. Only worry about the small step that you are currently working on. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed with the future. You're not there yet. So baby steps, and you absolutely got this. Hey, Paula. Paula says hello and love from Paula from New Jersey. Hello, Paula. Love it, love it. All right, well, go make today amazing. Work on your day one task. Post your before photos in the Facebook group. I always love to see the before photos, and then we can compare it to your after photos when you're done. And you've got this. I love you. Have a great day. Bye now.